Hello everyone, welcome to Basically Netta. I'm Netta, and this is Don't You Forget About Me BookTube tag. This tag is originally made by Jolene at Bookworm Adventure Girl, and I saw her video and I decided to do this tag. Nobody tagged me, I just wanted to do it. And yeah, here we go. The first prompt is clean slate. Books you've read that you don't remember anything about. So the book I'm going to talk about for this one is You Are a Badass by Jen Sincero. I'm just telling you about this one. I don't recommend you go to read this one. I gave it a 1-star rating when I read it in 2020, and it's not a very good book. It is very badly written. The prompts and all the points is just be positive. So it's not really helpful for a self-help book. And the author keeps changing the word ego to something else because she thinks that the readers don't understand the word ego. Just diminishing it, the whole point of the book. So I gave it a 1-star. I don't really remember that much about it besides these two things. And yeah, please forget about it. I will forget about it. It's a clean slate. So, prompt number 2 is Genie's Lamp. Books you wish you could forget. I'm going to say Sophie's Choice by William Styron for this one. Oh, I read this in 2022 thinking that, I'm going to broaden my horizon by reading a classical historical fiction while, changing my pace as reading all the fantasy books that I was reading. It was a very big mistake because it's written in 3 main characters. One is a writer named Stingo. He never writes. He's always complaining. He goes off tangents about things that have nothing to do with the storyline. And then we have Sophie, who's supposed to be the main character, by the way. It's Sophie's Choice. But we have 3 other people, 2 men. So Sophie is seen as this damsel in distress who needs to be saved by these men. That's all I can say about her. She just annoyed me. And then the other character is Nathan, who's supposed to be saving Sophie from her life, but saving is a very broad word for it. This was a really bad soap opera, but in book form. Yeah, I really wish I forgot about this one. Don't pick this one up. So let's move on. Prompt number 3. The Forgotten Gem. Books you think needs more love. So I'm going to say The Invisible Library by Genevieve Cugman. I haven't seen that many booktubers, or I think I've only seen 2 or 3 booktubers ever talk about this one. I really enjoyed this one when I first read it. It came out in December 2014, and it is a bit of an older one. I picked it up in 2015, just bruising around in Indigo, I found it, and I was very intrigued by it. And it's really a fun read. It is a fantasy steampunk mystery novel, and it's like a series. So I've only read the first 2 books, which is this one, The Invisible Library, and then the second one, I have to look that up. It's been a while. So yeah, they're really good. It's about this professional librarian spy who works for this mysterious library, and she gets artifacts and like books that are from different realms. So they save these books that are going to be basically destroyed, and they keep them in that mysterious library. And we follow her and her new assistant go into a alternative London, and she is tasked to go get this very dangerous book and bring it back, except that it's already stolen. So now she has to go track it down and get it before the whole realm of magic collapses on each other and like makes chaos in this realm. And this is very fun. There's like different magical creatures like fae, vampires, werewolves, and she has to maneuver between these people and these creatures. So yeah, I really recommend people to pick this one up. It's really fun. And yeah, so let's move on to the next prompt. Forget me not, books you will always remember. I have 2 for those. Number 1, The Final Empire by Brandon Sanderson, the first book of Mistborn. This one is a heist story, fantasy heist story, where the group of people are trying to overrule the Lord Ruler, and they get the help of this young girl named Vin. They recruit her, and they try to get her to be like the main person in the heist, and we follow that, and it's quite really fun. I haven't heard anybody hate this book before. Most people are just like, oh, we just liked it. It was okay. Or they really love it. And this is one of my favorite series from Brandon Sanderson. And yeah, I always tell everybody to start, if you dare want to start with Sanderson, they should start with this one. So yeah, this is one of them. And then the second one that I'm going to recommend is The Fifth Season by N.K. Jemisin. This one is a dystopian fantasy science fiction novel. So this is about, so we follow 3 different females. One is in her tweens, one is in her 20s, and one is in her 40s, early 40s, I believe. So yeah, it's very interesting to read. I don't know how much I can tell. I can't tell that much. Well, the beginning we meet the older character, and she walks in and sees her son is murdered and her daughter is missing, and she decides to go find her. So also she has this ability, like magical ability, that she has to hide from her husband and from the society in order to be able to be part of the society, because the society is shunning people with this gift. And yeah, that's all all I'm gonna say about the plot line. The way it is written in second person and then moves to third person and goes back and forth like that. So some people are put off by the second person narrative, but it's really interesting and it's needed in my point of view, and like I think that actually expands the story when it is in second person. So yeah, I really recommend this one as well. And those were two of my favorite stories, my favorite series that I'm recommending for this prompt. Lastly, tag some cool people who love books. I'm going to tag Lore Library. He is a newbie. I think he has started in the past 2 months or so. And he's also a fantasy reader, fantasy booktuber. So yeah, check him out. And I'm tagging him. And the next person I'm going to tag is Hank at HenkaReadsBooks. He's also a newbie. Check him out. He also does like fantasy novels as well. Like he reads a lot of fantasy as well. And then lastly, I'm going to tag Julianna at Julianna Caro, who is like another booktuber, and she reads fantasy, horror, fantasy and horror novels. And she's another Canuck. She's about to get to 1K, so go help her out. So yeah, you guys don't have to do this tag. I'm just tagging you because I want to see what your answers would be. But also I want people to go see them. See their channels. Go see their channels. Go check them out. They're cool people. And yeah. So if you like this video, please press the like button. If you want to see more of my content, please press the subscribe button. And I will see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.